Fucking hell, dude, I'm not getting my sleep very well. In actuality, let's see if we get 10 views, actually. Let's see how many people care about Pokey, because this is one of those funny things that now we get to see. Alright. We put together a video. Do people care about it? That's ridiculous. They don't, or I got banned, as always, right? And someone also left and disconnected from following me. That's fucking weird. One less subscriber again. Keeps going. Keeps going that way. I have to remind a very simple thing. There is no unsubscription button. Okay. Do you know what this number means? This number means you call this number as an emergency number. Alright? You don't look at me. Don't look at me if you don't like me, dude. Just don't look at me. You have to be proud of yourself. You found someone below fucking 200. You know? Proud. Yes, there are people everywhere like this. But you found yourself pressing subscribe to a person below 200. Congratulate yourself. You found yourself. You tricked yourself. You tripped over yourself. You smashed into the fucking ground. And it was a total mistake. I get it. That's fucking embarrassing. That's true. It's ridiculous. But for fuck's sake, how the fuck did you find an unsubscribe button, though? Are you kidding me? How did 3 people found it? After all this time, you know? After all the changes that I've made to my personality, because I've added in skill, I've added in an actual skill of observation, of maybe I can improve myself in that different category right now, and learn even brighter personality. You know, you get a piece of a pie. You know, you come down from heaven, you get a piece of a fucking pie, right? Whoops. Not full. 1/8 of a pie. And it's like, well, everything else is skill. If you want it, you have to skillfully fucking grab it for yourself and add it into yourself. And yeah, I'm sorry if you get offended that I took your piece of a fucking pie. And that's how it feels like. Am I right? I took your liberty to define me, basically. To make sure that, oh, that's what I'm gonna deliver into your fucking plate right now. I don't know, because you never fucking asked what am I supposed to do, you know? It's ridiculous. To be able to fucking fight for this fucking number not to go down. I mean, I would love to see my 2 million subscriber, you know, channel to go down into 1.5 million subscribers. Fuck you, dude. I deserve it. Okay? I put a penny in the wrong place somewhere. Someone else needed a penny or something. You know, fuck yeah, dude. But for fuck's sake, right now, I can barely survive. You know, I don't want to see a loss that I can't control. That is unbelievable to me. So it's a fuck you moment, am I right? Another, fuck you video, you know? For those who dare to watch, you know, don't watch if you don't like. If you want to fucking see a rant, if you want to see energy put into multitude of colors, because that's what I'm doing, you know? I'm taking my piece of the pie. I have to put up a journey, collect your stupidity, and put it back into myself, and then generate the same thing over and over again with your stupidity. I have to be able to generate fucking energy, dude. Can you fucking imagine that? Your stupidity has to turn into energy. Whenever you unsubscribe, I actually have to put effort and say, well, you're a piece of shit right now. You have to delete that button. Delete. Unsubscribe button. I guess you did it. You'll never fucking see me again, right? Too bad I can't fucking just do get over here and smash subscribe for you. Oh wait, I can! I can just take your fucking phone, press subscribe. Please don't press unsubscribe, because when you press unsubscribe, your phone fucking explodes. I hope you live with that fear for a long time, dude. Because, like, that's what it takes, dude. I can, in fact, press subscribe button on your phone. If that's what it comes to, and I have to just brute force a subscription, and it's not Subbot, it's like, hey dude, you should subscribe to PewDiePie, you know, and me too, yeah, too, me too, you know, he's fighting Cocomelon, buddy, but me too, I'm also fighting you right now, I'm fighting you, I have to take your phone, dude, it's very important for me, okay, it's ridiculous. You know, it's not like I have the rights to. It's not like everything is legal on fucking Flash and fucking Diamonds, but think about it this way. Right now, nothing is legal, okay? Uploading videos is not legal. But making money is very legal. Okay, if you can make money out of it, then everything is legal. And all of a sudden, it's just the craziest thing, right? If you can't make money, it's not legal, basically. It's not legal. If you're just sitting there smoking drugs, that's not legal. You're not making money, okay? You're not being happy right now. That's why drugs are under control, under attack as well. Not the reason that, oh, you cannot make money selling drugs. That's not the reason. The reason that you use drugs and you become, immoral and illegal for not making money. You're not making enough money, bitch. It's ridiculous. This is what actually sets up what's legal and what's not. And the worst fucking thing of all, I am being born here and I am illegal immediately, because like the babies don't fucking make money, children don't make money, teenagers don't make money. You don't make money most of your life while you hold your personality hostage, because like, oh my god, everything is legal. What I'm doing. Everyone fucking hates me. Suicide is literally the only fucking thing you care about for the most of your life. Because you're deemed inappropriate the whole time. Immature the whole time is like the greatest fucking virtues. Earning money and being mature. It's like, fuck off, dude. Who do you think this is? You know? It's unbelievable. If you don't appreciate and worship effort, there's no way out of this, right? You're just gonna see a fucking flashy thing on the screen and you're gonna be like, whoa, I do have to press a like button. You know, fucking crazy, dude. Look at that like button. It's so appealing to me right now. It's unbelievable. You let people do this, right? You let fucking teenagers ruin the world and prove that, yes, everything is illegal and everything is inappropriate. And they reenacted this whole fucking thing, right? You know, in other words, suicide comes in many ways. And teens really love it, you know. I'm pretty sure, 90% of the teenagers I talk to, because that's what I talk to, I don't, that's the internet, guys, they're so suicidal that they're just talking bullshit to me, you know. They're trying to match up my effort just because I care about effort in the first place. just because they fucking know how to do it, just because it's easy to them, because they don't have purpose in life, and I have to catch that, and I have to break my heart because it's fucking annoying every single time it happens. You know, I have limited amount of patience, and I will have to establish a very simple rule of conversation. You say something stupid, poof, I might disappear. I might just unfriend you out of nowhere, right? Well, not out of nowhere. I will only unfriend you if you're annoying, right? I'll give you the limitations. I'll stop messaging you after those limitations are broken. If you keep messaging me back, that's where things get very cringy, because, you know, I have patience tomorrow, I don't have patience today. You know, I don't have patience today when I have 200 subscribers. Not very nice, okay? Not very nice. I am trying to make YouTube video. You unsubscribe for some reason. Tell me the reason. I don't let you use YouTube comments? Is that what it is? Because there are no YouTube comments. There's just a cesspool of bullshit, you know. The accessibility for writing a comment right now, we don't need that. Okay, YouTube told us that by saying, well, there are predators and they're chasing children. Oof, oof. Am I right? Oof, YouTube. There's also the wide world internet, you know, and if you're trying to police that as well, you're gonna get punched in the face. So of course you're just gonna police yourself, am I right? You know, that's how it works. Yeah. When YouTube is trying to establish some kind of rules set, they have to also look around of what's possible, right? And what people are gonna do to counteract against those rules, and where people are gonna go to counteract. How basically the bleed rate of YouTube is so bad. Their icon is supposed to be like this right now. It's just a blob with the triangle. You know, it's about the correct shape by now. You know, it's like, well, we tried to establish ourselves, but we can't even fucking make a rewind about it. Wah. Well, fuck off, guys. Jesus Christ. The authority's dead of YouTube. Forget about that. Okay, we live in anarchy, and it's a stage. It's a special little stage. We live in socialism, but we're entering the anarchical stage, meaning that we take responsibilities, but we first have to recognize that we're taking responsibilities, appreciate me, who fits the fucking curve very nicely right now. I'm the hater, I'm the troll, and I troll so hard that I'm none of those things, actually. You're just getting fooled right now. You're just getting so fooled. Rick and rolled. I love you guys. Oh my god. Unless you unsubscribe. You know, unless you do something irrational and stupid. Of course I don't like that. I can't love that. I can't understand that. So how am I supposed to follow through, right? It's impossible. Again, I'm not just bitching around about one subscriber. I want to not feel the pain of losing 1% of subscribers. That is like, poof, man. Oh, man. 1%. I want to have some kind of control, you know. I want to have that drawer of like, okay, my subscriber's getting old. I need some new subscribers, you know. Where's that drawer, YouTube? Why did you lock that drawer for fucking newbies? Where do I start? What do I do? Alright, someone got offended by some weird shit. I just played some Hearthstone and made a fucking video in between. What did I do? Let's fucking review our video. Alright, I just released it, right, too. I just released it. And someone felt liberty to fucking dislike it. Well, I do talk to random people, and I can't let one dislike, one unsubscribe fucking touch me, okay? I talked to Vector that day, and, you know, this could be it, you know, this could be a breaking point for someone, and they have been waiting. They saw me finally, after all these years. They realized I'm a fucking loser, I'm a fraud. Yeah, it's the last video that I made. All right, let's see. Did I misplayed something? Probably misplayed something. You know, I lost twice. Maybe my run was over. Definitely misplayed, guys. Yeah, maybe I played Demon Hunter. Everyone's offended by Demon Hunter. Alright, and then I started fucking working on my shit. It's so tough. It is so problematic to actually get anything done. I need to, you know, proof of work it. It's not a video for you. I'm sorry if it's not a video for you. You didn't saw me moving forward. You just saw me moving backwards somehow because whoops, you know, who knows? It's the mystery. It's the mystery that matters. It's that one dislike that fucking matters. Like, I have no control over it. And people who are more fortunate, they just don't feel it. You know, it's just a bunch of zeros for them. They don't feel that shit. Someone says unsubscribe, they fucking laugh at it. You know, it's just, you know, it's a hilarious thing. Oh, you're threatening me of unsubscribing? You think I give a fuck? But that's its own play of words. Obviously, they have to give a fuck and pretend that they care. It's in reality, you have to figure out what the reality is. Because if you're very pretentious, you do just fine in this category. Okay. But you're not gonna do very well in this category. Because then you have to pretend that there is authority, you know. That's the pretentiousness, right? When you sit here, you always pretend that there's a higher authority that you need to listen to. So, the moment I say I'm YouTube CEO, you just forget about it, basically. Just forget about your stupid authority, because the more you see what YouTube is, the more you smash your face into the face of current YouTube CEO, what you would think is, but is the question of like how much power does one need to have? How much knowledge, how much skill, how much effort do you have to put into your own system available for everyone to see to be YouTube CEO? What qualifies? Alright? What qualifies? Because, you know, you can buy something and pretend that you're the fucking king of everything. I didn't buy nothing. I built it myself. Me. I built myself. I didn't acquire anything and build myself surrounding that thing. You know, it's one of those. You can't make money. That's not legal. It's not legal to say that you can do that. It's not. You gotta buy it first. To buy it first. Okay, that's funny. You know. It's the moment the effort doesn't matter. You have to suck up to authorities. And gain money and not lose sanity, right? That's the game. But it's only a game for, you know, the first stage of a life cycle of something. It's survival, basically. It's like, all you are being tested is, can you, in fact, hold YouTube hostage for yourself and use it at all? Can you use it? Are you going to be using it? Are you going to let other people use it? And obviously, in my case, I'm not supposed to be too popular. I understand that. How are you going to manage that? YouTube authorities? Go figure. Just don't destroy everything, okay? Because I'm going to do the same thing of like, I'll pick up your phone, press subscribe button, and then destroy it too. You know, it's like tit for tat. You destroy my YouTube channel, I destroy your fucking phone. How about that for a conversation? You know? if you keep doing fucking harm to me afterwards, like, okay, war is something we learn as a word, so I'm sure I can figure something out, you know? Because now you've lost everything. You've lost your phone. Maybe you can buy your phone. That means you're going to have to get sued, so I get all your money so you can't buy a phone anymore. Okay? But all I have to ensure is that you don't have a goddamn phone in your hands. Because there's always that one thing that you're not supposed to have as a terrible human being who deletes YouTube channels, you know? Like, that's just one thing you don't deserve to have, is what everyone usually have in a society. To be able to enter society. You should be proud of having a phone, you know? It makes you social. You would think it makes you unsocial, whatever. Yes. It's both of those things, okay? It's the sacrifice. Because it makes you more social. But it also can make you antisocial. That's the whole fucking game. It's so interesting, okay? It gives you a boost of being able to be either social or antisocial. You decide, basically. Okay? And guess what kind of people you're gonna find in Onision and Discord? Antisocial people. Believe me. Okay? Yes, you might find a fucking gem in the middle of a shit, which is probably, a fake gem, and has to, figure itself out, or it's just not good enough for you, or something, It is what it is. It had figured itself out, and it's just not good enough for you. So whatever it is, don't expect to find social people just because they have phones. That's just the bottom line, right? You know that. But that's what makes people social. It's like they need it. You need one. You need one. Why? Because internet is where people are social right now. It's very simple, right? So if you're the master of the internet, that's it. That's the skill, right? What do you want from me, dude? Do you think I can do better? Are you really thinking I can do better right now? But some people just wake up and it's like, I never had to fucking subscribe to this guy anymore. Right? Some people just wake up, they pass by, I have to get 10,000 views on a video, and then it's like, oh, that's 100 subscribers. That's a grab right there. Subscribing is just a high priority right now that I need to encourage people to do. I recognize that. It's a mistake not to shove subscription button in the face and explain in detail, like, please, dude, just, come on, man. Give me something to eat, man. Just give me some attention that fucking matters. You can do it. I know you would do it to popular YouTubers. You would fucking send them fan art and shit art. Oh, man. You would give them so much credit for no fucking reason. They're already popular. Please stop, man. You can't fucking reach out to those people. Okay? We just shit art. I can barely get Rebecca Black's like on my shit art myself. Okay? And I put enough effort to feel like it hurts, I put effort into something to the point where it hurts. Yes, I got the like. I would never get a like from anyone else on the spotlight. And Rebecca Black probably has 100 to 200 active users that are kind of decently active. And then 1,000 somewhat active users, and that's her thing. She had a thing going on. She got herself 100 million views, and that results in 1 million subscribers accordingly. And then she builds up from there. And it's just, it is what it is. It's very painful that one sub maybe. You know, right now it's getting even worse potentially. People are just prone not to press the buttons anymore because they had enough. It's like I have outlived myself. I'm now old person. I don't have to subscribe to anyone. I don't have to do jack shit. So it's just anytime a new YouTuber pops up, they have to be children friendly and they have to pop in, you know, real hard. Just be like, hey guys, I'm that new YouTuber that you have to subscribe to. You just have to think about it. Because right now it is vicious competition. It's like everywhere. Everyone is fucking competing right now. It's tireless. You see the YouTubers you haven't seen before have millions of subscribers. It's fucking whoa. They're growing. And it's so painful because that's the whole point. It's illegal to be this small and whine about it. As if you don't know, you're gonna be exploding anytime soon. Just put enough effort. Just figure yourself out. And be patient. That's what I say to myself, right? Is that what I do? Well, no, I have to ride the fucking viral wave and see what happens. Or create a spectacle out of myself. And shed my skin while I do it. Because that's, it's painful for those people who are potentially just very arrogant, I would say. Like, you're really arrogant. Because again, I just lose 3 subscribers over the course of this month. And it's like, how am I capable of doing that? That's like a superpower. I never thought I had. You know, I thought it's just dead people happening. But no, people wake up, they have a reason to dislike, not say anything about it. You have full influence, and it's the most embarrassing thing if you don't say anything. Okay? Tell me, you know. Tell me. Just be reasonable and tell me. Because every single time I bump into something that's not being done reasonably, I don't know. It sets me back. It's like it's a trip. It's a drug now. It's like, wow. You guys are really far away into the past, somewhere 20 years ago now. And you keep digging into the past as if you literally going the opposite direction where everything else is going. You know, you're so fucking slow and tiny. It's like, I look back and it's like, dude, you're now at 1980s. You're now baby booming. Okay? Buying up pets? I don't know, man. What are you doing? That's maybe what Ari can afford, having fucking 6 dogs or something. You can't afford a puppy, okay? You can't fucking afford it. Okay? Just imagine having a puppy. That's it. That's the end of that story. Of you having a puppy. That's fucked up. That's what people reenact. They go back into history to become unreasonable, and they will never get out of this mess because they're so fucking unreasonable. Okay? They have to reenact every single part of history if you want to go back in history and reap the rewards, basically. Alright? What am I doing unreasonably? Am I one of those dictators with a fucking horn telling everyone how to fucking behave right now? No one's listening to me, so nothing actually encourages me to do that. It's just a simple fucking fact. No one does that. No one is stupid enough to do it, but one thing does encourage me. I have a ability to actually save this up. Save this energy up. I have the ability to basically put energy into a box and then deliver this box slowly and carefully deliver to the nearest delivery point. Basically, you want to go suicide before you do. This will help. I'm sure my box of unreasonable things that people do will help you do that. I don't want to help, but it really helps me, keep myself alive. So it's potentially just as good at killing people as it is good at resurrecting people full force. So it's just the matter of your choice. Just add water, basically, is what it says on a packaging. Just add water, add your choice, and the consequences will be tremendous because you have received the box. Okay, the box of unreasonable. I'm not being unreasonable, but everything is inside the box and it's labeled unreasonable things. And if you dig in and pretend that I sent you this, that I'm being unreasonable, it's like, yeah, that's the one. You go and then you have a nice suicide. It's fine. It's completely consensual because I can't do it, only you can do it. So it's like, it's all that good stuff. Imagine that as well, right? No YouTuber would be able to get away with this, but I can. So I must have superpowers simply because I don't have subscribers. Yes, whatever I am doing is illegal, but then I have to do illegal things just because I can. I just have to, pretty much. But it's not outrageous to call out suicide to be a consensual thing or whatever. Whatever labels make sense to put, just let them be put, because if you just unlabel everything, because that's what people do. They get so outrageous, they unlabel things just so they could pretend that it's closer to what they want it to be. Suicide is a terrible thing and we should not talk about it. But we sometimes should talk about it so we discourage people from suicide. But what if they're actually suffering in life? What if they were born to be tortured as an image of God being tortured? We would not want the wrath of God, basically, to just come down on us. And that's what comes down in most families right now. Let's have a baby. Oh, it's the wrath of God. Oh, come in, please. I always wanted to kill myself, but instead I had a family. It's like, that's a very, very trippy move. Again, it's unreasonably trippy right now. Ooh. Ooh, woo, man. Oh, woo. I always wanted to kill myself because the environment is so terrible, but the environment was still inviting you to have a family. How did you consent to that? How do you not feel the wrath of God is going to literally come in the form of a child that you didn't supposed to have, and it is the most ridiculous thing ever, right? I don't want to be a wrath of God to deliver to my weak parents. They're just weak, okay? Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's amazing that I had them weak. But, I'll put it down, Oh no, I hated the world, but I still made a family. Oops, my child hates me. Whoops. Wait, you needed another hater? Because, what are you gonna consume as your material to be able to build a family and completely isolate yourself? What are you gonna do? Because right now, after this baby booming, coronavirus is just about what we need. It's just about that thing that recognizes itself as we can't really talk to each other no matter how things work out. And I also don't give a fuck, right? What's going on? What are the news saying? Where's the virus right now? Is it in my toilet? Is it my bathroom? Oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Is it fucking walking corridors right now? Where is that fucking virus? I want to beat him up right now. Usually it's in a government's pocket. Right there. I have Beyblades, man. Look at my Beyblade. Government authorities playing Beyblades against you. Look at my Beyblades, stay in your homes. I'm playing Beyblades right now. You know it's fucking old school. It's fucking 1980s again. Beyblades, are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I think I saw a fucking TikTok about Blade Blades. Please. Go back to the past where you belong. It's unbelievable. Stay in your homes. I want to test my Blue Ice White Dragon. No, Blue Ice White Dragon is definitely not 1980s. It's 1981. And that's not 1980s. That's 1 year. A little bit closer to 1990s. It's a very respectable Blue Ice White Dragon. Okay. Yeah, it's 1989, I think, is something that flashed in my face for so long and defined itself as Konami, the Yu-Gi-Oh game, baby. Yu-Gi-Oh founded... Oh, fuck off. I guess I'm just being a fucking narcissist at this point. Trying to pull something into the future when it is in the future. It's just 21 years old, Mr. Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, fuck you. Okay. That's annoying. No, I'm just talking about trends that I had, but I'm sure there are trends that other people had. They're still around somewhere, somehow. You can meme about it. But, like, television. But, you know, television was my thing. So I can't meme about it. Like, I don't know, man. Just figure it out. I'm having a terrible time right now. You can tell. Because I made a weird mistake where I feel awkward about. I'm having a terrible time. But, you know, with every terrible time comes great reckoning of like, yeah, these people still don't understand. Still don't get it. I don't know, man. Yes, and yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. We should all share, right? Yeah. Share. It's like, I will listen to all your stupid arguments. I will listen to all your shit. But in the end, I care about the R, not the shit. Not the it things. I want things that actually exist. And we have to share those things. Things that exist help us exist, right? They help us exist. That's what being social is. It's like, if you have an abundance of anything at all, you are antisocial if you don't share those things. Alright? Money is not necessarily an abundance, by the way. Because it can ruin the economy the way you spend it. It's a very tricky thing. I'm one of those underdogs that's like, I'll sit here in the middle of YouTube, pretend to be YouTube CEO, give me something that you have an abundance of. Prove me that you fucking exist in the first place. Okay? Prove me that your subscribers are tuned in to help other people. You know, it's like, oh, you need this? So come here, dude. We're gonna hook you up with some of this. You know, and slowly but surely it becomes a drug overdose instead of a fucking happy feeling in my stomach. You know, oh my god, that's... I so appreciate that you poisoned me. That's right. It's just such a simple principle, for fuck's sake. It's so simple. Yes, I probably woken up a bunch of people and be like, oh, what's this performance does? Well, whatever. I don't know. I can't speculate. It's at some point it's so unreasonable. It's so out of the blue of like, how did you find yourself subscribing to me again? It's like, did you wake up a year later something happened? Explosions happened or something? Did you got yourself offended? Is this one of those anger tantrums that I should know about? Because I'm an angry person. I would love you trying to match up with me. You know, you're always going to get defeated, but maybe you want to feel defeated. You know, I can share, you know, what I can share is defeat. Alright? Get yourself some defeat. Alright? Hey, Jake Paul. Yeah. You have one in the box ring. I want to defeat you in every single other aspect of life. Literally everything else. Fucking how many guns I have, how many girlfriends I have, how many friends I have. I want to defeat you in every other aspect in life. How big is my house? How fast is my car? You know, it's just all of those aspects. I'm pretty sure I'm better than Jake Paul in that sense. And you would think like, oh, you just surround yourself with fake people, with fake girlfriends, with fake... You just buy cars. You don't actually build cars, you buy cars. It's fascinating, Jake Paul. You are skillful. You know how to rap. Rap is not music. I'm gonna give you a heart attack. If you make me sing, I'll make you get hurt. You know where shit is coming from. Because you're a turd. I mean, it's a simple deal, dude. It's what a 19-year-old, yeah, 19-year-old. He's like, okay, I lived 1 year of my life without my parents. Let's go rap song. Right there, man. We gotta go rap song right now. I'm the best rapper in the world. That's what it is. Yeah, I cannot beat Jake Paul in boxing and rapping. In anything that's like super disrespectful to like the entirety of YouTube, I would say. But they still want to see it and watch it for some reason. You know, is that unreasonable feeling that you have of like, right now everyone's unreasonable, so unreasonable things are very entertaining by any means. Also, if they're old school too. Right, rapping and fucking boxing, super old school. You know, Eminem did it. Did he do both? Who's Eminem, by the way? Is the candy? The candy you talking about? The chocolate? Life's like a box of Eminem. I just have to have it. I just have to fucking have it, dude. I know it's no. Eminem, baby. I know this joke has been outplayed 20 million times, probably. But holy shit. So, Some variations of it can still survive. Some variations of Rick and Roll can still roll your ass over. I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna let you. I just gonna roll around and deserve you. Yeah, that's how we do it. We deserve people. Okay, we deserve subscriptions. Not because, like, 60% of you are not subscribed, I can still punch you in the face. I'm Dream. I have a mask so you don't punch me in the face. How does that work again, Dream? Face reveal. That's how it works. Why are people not upset? But that's what it is, isn't it? People are so unreasonable that it's literally everyday entertainment for us, you know. For us, the unsuspecting victim of abuse right now. You guys love YouTube right now? This is fucking fascinating to me. It's unreasonably unreasonable. Oh man. Give me a fucking break. Everyday entertainment. You wake up every day, it's like, okay, who's the Jake Paul of the day? Everyone's having a birthday every day, so it's like someone have to be a Jake Paul. We know what to look for now. We have to fucking find one. I will find you the Jake Paul of the day every day. Next year, potentially. I'll probably get into high gear, basically, of like everyone recommending me shit YouTube channels, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's shit, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna extend the shittiness of the shit. We're gonna be unreasonable because that's what entertains people, you know, right now? Right now, you gotta do unreasonable things. That's what people get to look at, you know? Click this video. It has unreasonable things. You love those things, don't you? Unreasonable things giveaway. That's how we do it. Fake money giveaway. Is like Mr. Beast being reasonable or whatever? The final boss of my fucking hit piece battles. Alright, because now I want to know for sure how I feel in statistical manner. Okay, I put Dr. Phil Pokemon, they're easy targets. I don't want to harm them. I don't want to fucking mess things up around here, okay? I want to hear more stories about how Pokemon is fighting against simps. I don't like simps anymore. Okay. Let's see that. Or fighting for simps. It's like, hey guys, he's simping for me. Let him simp. This is why, you know. Let him fucking get into controversy and start apologizing. Don't dislike those apologies. No, surely dislike the apology. But don't dislike anything else ever, right? Don't dislike people talking trash about the apology video or whatever. Like, that's good. That's fine. Just be like, oh, that's your ending. That's very sad. That's why people press this like button, you know? Apology videos deserve a dislike because you know it's the end game, basically. It's like something's bad is gonna happen, you know, to this YouTuber all of a sudden. You apologize for something. That's terrible. Why did you do that? Pokemon apologizes and fuck yeah, now she's playing Among Us. Now she's killing people. Look at that. It's a terrible disaster. That happened. Very, very bad. Alright. Shit. I wanna take another fucking cigarette, basically. We're gonna have double nighter. 2 nights in one day. Let's fucking have that. Some. Look at how many cigarettes I fucking smoked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. That's a double cigarette. 14. We smoked together. I'm like, hey dude, I'm so stressed. You gotta fucking try this one. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. A pack of cigarettes. A half of a pack at least. 21. Fantastic. Alright. I'm gonna sit here. I'm so stressed. I have to sit through another night. Alright. I can just extend the night, actually. If I can cut the night, I can extend it anytime I want. How do we extend this? Let's find a bandage. Bandage. Okay. Bandade. No. There's a bandage. There's an actual bandage. Not adhesive bandage. Am I being too greedy? I hope. I hope I'm being greedy and I'm winning. Let's go. Where is it? Yeah, when someone becomes reasonable, then they become a meme. It's like, no, you have pretty much graduated from the internet. Go live your life. You graduated. Oh, is that so? That's fucking interesting. I'm trying to find real life in the internet, so potentially I'm still graduating and pissing everyone off. It's like, hey dude, I'm just looking for some entertainment, because I have to work 24/7. You know, I'm so sad and stuff. Send me money. Before you unsubscribe, send me a fucking $100, you know? Just send me some dollars, you know? Figure out how to send it. Obviously spend those dollars while you're trying to send me those dollars. And if and let me know how much you spent it before you send like $10. You're probably gonna have to spend $90 to help me open up a PayPal, you know, again. Because I need to call someone to open up a PayPal account. I need to get verified. You know, I have to get probed. My ass might be filthy now. Who knows? No one knows. My ass could be very filthy. Someone has to call me and probe the shit out of me. Because that's how verification works, you know? You can't actually earn verification. Okay, my mom just did a terrible thing. But she's probably making some pancakes? Fuck. Because not every pancake is the same pancake. This one is different pancake. This one is potato pancake. But it doesn't sound well. It's almost like we're doing it exclusively in Lithuania. We should come. Not because of food. Not because of tourism. Just, you should come, dude. It's an okay place for you to stay. Away from all the trouble. Because no one wants trouble here because we're kind of weak right now. Lithuanians are kind of weak, exhausted. We kind of had our trouble. We kind of had our fucking uprisings and downrisings. We just want the good stuff, okay? We're gonna fight whatever it takes for the good stuff. Whatever it takes to plant Lithuanian flag in your face and be like, hey dude, look at this African flag. You like that? Like that? Anyways, so, we're gonna do a bandage. We're gonna do a band. For the band, resuming the night. For the band. The first band ever. Let's see how long it takes. If it takes a minute, I'll sit through a minute, dude. I can do it. I made a timer specifically. I improved the system. All systems go, dude. We're sitting there. I might just make it live minute right there. I can sit through a minute. I think. I tried many times, you know. I tried making 3-hour rant videos. I almost did it. I just needed one more minute and I could have completed a minute. You know, I just needed a minute for a minute. And I failed. Oh my god. It's too embarrassing. Don't tell anyone I did it, okay? Usually one fail is enough, but don't tell anyone that I'm this impatient. I don't know what a minute is, okay? It's like a speedrunner, you know? But the speedrun rules is to break the record, the previous record. If you have record of a minute, how can I break it? That's the whole fucking point. Don't try it, okay? Don't be a cheater. Don't be a fucking loser. But right now, like, we need internet just because there's so many people. It's kind of awkward, actually. But the band, let's go, boys. I'm scared. That's kind of a bandage also, because I don't know how many seconds elapsed. I don't know how to calculate that through feelings. Feelings can say anything. Feelings can say I'm traveling back in time right now. Whoops. Slipped back in time. Well, let's see what happens now. Ah, yes, we did it. We did it. Easy. And this is how I sit through. I show you my bandage. Okay. I'm gonna sit through all this cigarette shit. Because I'm so pissed. But I have nothing to say. And I kind of have to generate ideas. I was about to go to sleep, you know. And I was sleeping like a baby. 3 hours. So my mom started fucking cleaning shit all over. You know, it's still my locale. It's nothing personal, okay? YouTube. It's nothing personal. Yeah, 1 second. Hey, you know, there was a lot of noise in my fucking room and all that shit. It's nothing personal, YouTube, you know? Mr. Triangle. Nothing personal. Don't touch me. Don't pretend that you can fix this. Don't pretend that you can build me a house. You know? Not because, you know, I'm moving out and I have to pay rent to someone. But because someone needs a fucking house. Just rebuild my house. I have a house. Just rebuild it. Help me rebuild it. Help me inspire my dad to actually fucking do all the work and own the goddamn thing. You know, just help my dad fucking buy the fucking house from us. You know, fine. We're gonna make it cheap for him. Because he really fucking cares. It is so lame. Then the many challenges I have to fucking face. And I can't just sit through your bullshit and be done with this, you know? Just tell me what you want to say. Because my dad was like, oh, I want to say many things to you over the internet. That is what I do, apparently. Say many things, but it only happened when I poked him, you know? It only happens randomly, which is the funniest thing. It's like the most unreasonable thing I've ever seen. It just happens randomly. Yes, people are impulsive, but if you find the impulsivity in the first place, and yes, that's a reference to Logan Paul too. What it means, you have to understand what Suicide Forest is about, right? The Logan Paul introduction to Suicide Forest. Hey guys, I'm impulsive, so I'm just gonna do whatever from this point forward. Logan Paul will declare a point in time, and from that point, he must not step a single step forward because he should be cancelled immediately, but he did it anyways. And potentially, he probably warned everyone he's gonna be impulsive before he actually did the Suicide Forest thingy. He was disrespecting Japan. He was going to Japan in the first place. You should have questioned almost everything that he was doing in that period and canceled him before he did damage, not just to himself, but his community, I would say. Everyone around him, after he cleans up, should feel kind of weird now. It's like, yes, you're obviously not going to go back to Japan ever again. That's cool, but how do we know when you're going to become impulsive? And again, just like my dad is probably possessing a similar personality, is this impulsivity, right? You press a single button, you let him know something, and all of a sudden this whole flow of conversation, you didn't talk to me before, you didn't poke me, I get all the credit for this entire conversation, thanks. You might want to learn how to poke back. You know, let's see how that works. Let's see if you can poke back. Because it's what I got. Alright. First of all, I couldn't add a friend. Maybe I got canceled, actually. But she didn't try and add me back, so it's like, yeah. And this is how she pokes me the next day. Kind of the next day. Kind of immediately. This is what happens when people become excited, they become impulsive, and they start doing shit. You don't know, do they put effort because they care, or do they put effort because they're just killing themselves? But you know that it's important, so I participate. You know, it's important to you, I participate. Okay? It's important to you and me, I participate. Or you're just trying to find ways to destroy me, which is, you know, that third one. You better have good skills, okay? Because I'm participating on that one too, baby. Don't pretend that I'm fucking weak little shit just because I act a certain way. Or you make yourself work a certain way, right? That keeps you impulsive, basically. It keeps you, because if I control your impulsivity, if I find that skill to control that, it's gonna tear you apart. It's just gonna be a fucking fascinating trip for you. So, you know, everything you thought about personalities is countered by skill. So again, you have a fire personality, rock, paper, scissors. You know, I can always equip scissors and fucking cut through your bullshit. Alright? It's that fucking simple. Alright? In this case, usually well is also something that kills scissors. Wait. Is this fire? This sounds like fire thing, actually. This sounds like water, though. But this sounds like water way more, because it's a well. And then paper is what? Paper is earth. Paper is E. It's like, well, I can fail the test by destroying the test, am I right? I need an F, for example. I need to maximize my score, one way or the other. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, whatever. I mean, that's the whole point. Impulsive people are lucky to have me. Because I poke them, and I potentially give them an idea. You know, I throw them an idea, and if they don't like me, they don't like my idea, they start fucking freaking out, I just have to leave. Simple as that. Oh, you don't like me? Okay, whatever. I thought you liked my idea. I thought we just spent 1 hour discussing it at full speed. You know, didn't slow down, didn't fucking sip tea about it. Just went full speed ahead, maximum fucking outrage. Vector is also on that same fucking page. Guess what? He impulsively started fucking random bullshit about some imaginary people. He didn't explain why he did that, you know, but in mid-conversation, there's some weird shit happening. And, you gotta fucking tune into this conversation. This is hilarious, alright? You know, this is gonna be an annual Vector Day, alright? The Vector Day. All hail annual Vector Day. It's either gonna be, it's somewhere the first month of the year, you know? It's that first dude we're gonna poke. We're gonna poke an impulsive dude because I can, you know? I can. It's like, and it's so embarrassing, he fucking blocks me as if I'm annoying him. What's going on? You don't want me to reply? Huh? To what? She just can't stop replying to me, apparently. You gotta give up. Give the fuck up, and nothing's just gonna annoy you anymore. No big deal. Yeah, you might wake up one day and be like, oh, this guy again, it's very annoying. Don't reply. Let's see how can you handle the situation. Even for me, you know, this little shit, pretty annoying, actually, in the end. I know I turned around the stupid conversation, but it slipped through my hands, and now it's like, now it's questionable again. Now I have to press the add friend button again. It's just embarrassing. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't think that's a friend. I don't think friend would leave twice from your server, you know. Here you go. Discord channel. Please stay. Yes, no one talks here, because everyone's embarrassed, one way or the other. When someone is being vocal like myself, everyone's embarrassed, okay? Because, like, there's a lot of work to be done. There's the canon material that's keeps on giving, and it's not a storyline that you can just make up shit about. There's not a lot of room. But that's because you normally like to accept dictatorship. What you have to do here, you have to actually fight against me. You never picked up that skill before. Want you fight against me? It's like I want the opposite of what you think I fucking want. And it's almost like this assumptuous bullshit I have to deal with every day. You know? You think I don't want you to fight me? You think I like there's no effort here? And I'm just sitting here dictating, you know, how the world is gonna work? You know, this is how Minecraft is gonna work. This is how it's gonna look like, okay? Deal with it. 15 FPS, but it's not that bad, guys. Not that bad. It's pretty okay. For you, you're gonna like it. You're not gonna get your ray tracing gadgets anytime soon. I bet you fucking face right now. You're not gonna get that. You're not that fucking wealthy. Jesus Christ. Only wealthy people can afford being wealthy, okay? And buying those ray tracing gadgets. And PewDiePie can always afford to sell it to you as well. Businessmen. They're gonna get challenged, don't worry about it. All these businessmen of YouTube, they're gonna get knocked out. The competition will be fierce. Don't worry about it. We're just not there yet. We have to talk about it with them. We have to embarrass the shit out of them before it happens. Because when it happens, we want to fucking smash through easily, like butter. When you put a warning, it's easier to take action when it's truly needed. Because if you're just warning someone, that proves the action was not needed to be taken. And when you actually take action, you have warned them about something like this. You know, they should have been prepared for you taking action. But at the same time, taking action should be something that happens. It shouldn't just be, oh, I pressed the button, you're banned from the internet. Please try again next life. You know, that's not how it works. You don't just press a button and everything just falls into place. That's not what take action means. Okay? This is literally a sit back. You took an exit from something when you ban someone. Yes, when there's a flood, taking an exit, very nice thing to do. It's like very natural disaster. You take an exit from natural disasters because they're natural. They're not something you can control by any means necessary. But a human being, yes, you can control a human being. Okay? And I still go back to the same bullshit of Onision, because that's my last ban that I really care about. I really care about you, Onision. Please accept me as your lovely comrade. Please, I will knock at your door one more time. Because I know how to do that in 3 seconds. It doesn't bother me doing it. Yeah, 80 people online. Did Onision really try hard enough to promote his stupid channel? Did he though? I think I can promote him a little bit better and faster and stronger, actually. Now, obviously, you have to travel the world and punch people in the face in exchange for a ban. That's what people expect. That's why people say everything is illegal. Because you cannot just go commit to yourself. You have to travel the world. And the only way to travel the world right now is through the internet. And the internet is kind of free. But because you can jump on 100 Discord servers, everyone assumes that you are in fact doing just that. And you're getting yourself banned all the time. It's just what you do for a living. If that's what I do for a living, I wouldn't just be banned from 3 things and rant about it. Fucking every time. It's almost like tiring at this point. But it is an adventure. It is not something I found on YouTube before. An adventure that just keeps on giving. Alright. 0 views. I guess no one loves Pokemon then. Nobody cares about Pokemon. 1 person cared. Congratulations, person. You made it. Actually, it is 3 hours long, and it is just specifically a wrong time for Americans right now. They're all kind of slipping into sleep. Slipping, guys. They're slipping. So don't worry about that, guys. That's all. That is all I wanted to do. I wanted to go drink some tea, eat some food, go to sleep again. It's like you have to do it concurrently multiple times a day. So that's fine. We can do that. And let's declare hour 1 complete. It's a terrible video. I don't like it. No, it's fine. Anything that makes me rant, anything that makes me emotional, I'm like, praise God, I have emotion right now. Praise. Anger is one of those brute force emotions that you like appreciate. I'm not just sitting here bitching about something. I'm appreciating an emotion. It's rare in my life. Please believe me. It's so true. It's very rare. I have to like brute force emotions because I don't have friends. They don't make me emotional. Okay, they don't like me because it's so difficult to make this guy emotional. Or whatever. He always stings before he becomes emotional, you know. It's so hard to break him into an emotional state. Of course, I think emotions are manipulative. If you just make me emotional, you can manipulate me. You can read me faster, or whatever. Or I might be more attractive. Maybe I don't want to be more attractive. Who knows? Tell me more, you know. Help me think. If you help me think through faster, I will be more emotional to you. You know, just what you earn through effort. Alright? Help me think through stress of not trusting you, and I will give you my emotions. Just like Dream will open up his... Okay, guys. Yes, I was wearing a mask this whole time because the spotlight is super shiny right now and super fucking blinding. So, please, I hope you understand why I was wearing a mask and I did not reveal my face. Even on YouTube Rewind, the Beast Rewind. Didn't happen. He should just call it Beast Rewind. Should have taken even more self-esteem on that. But yeah, you have to take like mid-range self-esteem because YouTube Rewind itself didn't happen. So you have to like pitch in of like, hey guys, this is how you do YouTube Rewind. Wrong. I did it. I did it perfect. It's 8 hours of content. That's how Rewind looks like right now. 8 hours of terrible, terrible content. You know where that terrible, terrible meme comes from. It comes from Bobby Burns. My brother, Bobby Burns. He's my brother now. Because he's Earth Personality too. Terrible, terrible content. I like sucking dick though. Give me that dick. That's the other portion of the meme that you didn't quite saw, but I think I saw him sucking Shane Dawson's dick right after. So, you know, terrible, terrible content comes in various shapes and forms. The comes is a little bit probably mistyped. It comes with a different letter as well. So, I don't know. That's Bobby Burns for you. That's Bobby Burns' story. That was fascinating. You know, YouTube has plenty of stories to tell you. I'm gonna become a storyteller, not an animator. Fuck your animations. Fuck your baby shit. Get your baby shit out of your mouth. Get the... What did you put in your mouth? It's ridiculous. Imagine if I'm being animated all the time. And it's just so easy to animate. Just put animation in your head. Just imagine. Oh my god. Imagination. Imagination. You don't have to pay for it. Impressive, isn't it? That's the one. That's the thing that I live with wholeheartedly. Okay, I pick up a person that I like. I'm just gonna imagine the world now with them. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the story. But some people would take the end of the story and be like, you're schizophrenic now. You're gonna get punched in the face because you disrespected me, you know. Whoops. Whoops, something slipped. And when I say punch in the face, you have to imagine like the worst thing that can happen to you that I wouldn't be blamed for whatsoever. You know, oh, you just slipped because there was a ton of problems in your life today. You know, you just felt really bad and you couldn't control yourself. There are very simple psychological controllers, basically. You know, not Nintendo controllers, psychological controllers. But yeah, you can plug it into a human being and start basically fiddling around until something somehow turns into a cheat code and they fall down and like, oh, oops, it worked. My cheat code worked. I didn't knew what it was going to do, but it worked. That's how you play with a fucking human being, basically. You gotta plug in a correct controller and enter a correct cheat code, but you know, you're just playing around with buttons, hoping that something will happen. That's the effort that you have to put in. You have to put in literally minimized efforts. Random shit has to happen, and you win. You literally have to play Hearthstone. Sounds like a cheat controller. Cheat psychological controller. You wouldn't ever understand what this means unless you have heard me say it. Alright, what it is. You can cheat yourself too. Okay, you can pretend to do random things until something interesting happens in your life, right? Something empowering happens in your life. If you have nothing better to do, you just randomize everything. That's cool. Yeah, you bet. You bet very, very soon I will start. This picture just keeps popping at me. I love my engine, obviously. And, once there's a game, there's a game. There's no way back from that. Once I have a game, I have a game. You will have a game. We'll play something together. Hopefully. You will actually like it. Wah. You know, I'll grow up to that level where I'm making games. Not just looking around the classroom, you know. What you guys doing? No, I'm just watching what you're doing. Yeah. I ain't got no reason to watch besides learn. I'm learning. That's how you learn. You watch what other people are doing sometimes. After you did your work. Obviously, don't cheat. Don't peep. Do your work first and then look what other people are doing. And I did my work. Believe me. Understanding what ray tracing is, that's the end of programming. That's where I draw the line, that's the end. I can stack a little bit more, because maybe I learn a little bit more about ray tracing, you know, every now and then. But that's it. That is a very, very normal thing to do. Alright? I did my work. Just looking around the classroom. I did it. You know, ray tracing. I draw a vector, and I'm happy now. I draw one line on my fucking notebook, and I'm happiest person ever. I did my work. And people will say, like, what are you gonna worship a fucking line? We know what vector is, you know, and we're gonna start this fucking amazing story of, no, you don't know shit, dude. You don't know shit. The struggle it takes to draw a goddamn line sometimes, okay? And then thread those lines into millions of lines that's supposed to do your work every single millisecond and all that shit. Terrifies me. But it has to be done. The work has to be done. Very important. Now again, yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting deal of how I numerize these objects, because this portion of the object still has to be rendered. Can't quite be cancelled out that easily. But I still just read whether there is a pixel there or isn't there a pixel there. Is there a depth there or isn't there a depth? And it's kind of quite simple in the end, I would say. I was using that before. And it is demanding, because you potentially need like a 2,000 or 2 million. 2 million to define pixels and how far away they are and all that shit. But I kind of probably have already a 16 million map. So I don't give a fuck about 2 million mapping. I have 16. So we'll figure it out, basically. It's not a big deal. We'll figure it out. It's just that one thing that bothers me, but it shouldn't bother me at all. Usually there's something bothers you that you just have to talk yourself through it. And talk yourself through it, you just basically prepare yourself, like, yeah, that's something I'll be facing. That's something that could happen in my life. Just like, you know, now that I committed a crime, I'm gonna be hospitalized. It's completely fine. At some point, I'll be. I don't know when. I don't know for how long. I know nothing. And I have to talk myself through it. Every day. Every day. I'm already hospitalized. I'm already being jailed just because I know too much, pretty much. It's like, I would love this to be a surprise party, basically. Hey, dude, we're gonna drag you to a hospital for no apparent reason. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I should have just migrated to another country, actually. Right about this today, you know? I was just about to leave this country forever and ever. But can't quite do it because I'm a little bit more suicidal than a traveler anymore. Because now it's just kind of cringe to leave a country like this. Would I do? I would do it in a fucking instance, okay? If there's a good person out there, maybe I'll have to talk myself through it and fucking do it. Alright? So, yeah, and there's more. But those smaller ones, and if we detect that I'm hitting, I don't know. It's complicated, right? It gets complicated. The reason why I organize it into a grid pattern is because individual boxes usually can split, like, let's say there's a field, right? There's a field. There's a bunch of boxes here. There's usually a general distance that we can pick up. But there's a lot of black stuff that happened. Probably that's what triggered some people, maybe. They can't handle it. Racism, am I right? They can't handle me making jokes about racism? Or whatever. Good luck, dude. Someone stumbled upon this. That's the most, you know, offensive thing, but I can't help it. I don't know anything ever. I don't get to interact. You know, if you get to interact with 10 black people throughout the day, maybe racism is not exactly something you want to have, but if you don't get to interact with a black person ever, which I didn't, had a chance to, or at least Curie is not black enough because he looks like a Pikachu. I don't know. Am I racist against Pikachus if I dislike him or something? On the internet, you don't see blackness either. It's like, welcome. You don't get to be fat or black on the internet or Asian. None of those things matter anymore. Unless you face reveal and it's like your fault. I'm sorry about that. I guess there's the voice reveal too. Then black people would immediately fall into that foolery, I would say. But also Indian people would stand out. So it's not... racism is a complicated thing that you can be upset about. You should be fucking happy I talk about it. and make you upset about racism if that's what you're up to. But the reason why the black pixels appear is because the distance changes so radically sometimes. It's hard to keep up for this thing. It's like, yeah, I have read this object entirely, so I don't want to read this object anymore quite as much, because I read this object, and this object is like the furthest away, and it would be blacked out completely. I don't want to render this anymore. It's just very distant. But also, there are boxes deep here that wouldn't get rendered either. They would get rendered. They would get through the processing of rendering, and then everything else gets blacked out. Now, it's painful, isn't it? It's really, really painful, I would say. Because I can't quite do ray tracing now, can I? Unless I organize everything as it is. Right? Somehow still I have to organize the unorganizable mess of these blocks appearing everywhere. Boxes where I have to ray trace things. But it is ray tracing. It's like, well, this is box. I have to ray trace every single pixel here, and that's it. Split it into threads, and see how many threads I end up using in that sense. Also, another problem, oh man, because we're using threading, right? We would split this object into a bunch of threads. We would split this object into a bunch of threads too. And they could conflict with each other. Who comes first is the question, right? Which thread comes first? In a way, potentially, the execution of the thread is also its own little thingy. Potentially even says it here somewhere. Do I still have it? No, I don't have it. Basically, I had something explained all over, and it's simple as that, you know. Just like threads come in, pop out, they kind of shrink down on themselves in orderly fashion. So if you put together properly the threads in proper fashion, but still, no, it's supposed to be fine because all the threads come together at the same time, I believe. But it's still not good enough. I don't think, still. Yes, the ending happens, but threads have to be synchronized in the end. Yeah, I think it's still reasonable to say that if you turn on a pixel and then you double check the pixel and the pixel happens to be closer, because you're doing that check, because you only have one pixel here and not 2 pixels for each object. You have 1 pixel, it's either going to belong to 1 or 2, so you have to decide. If it first belongs to 2 and 1 comes into play, it will replace the 2. I think it works. I think it works the way that I used it so far. It seems to work just fine. So if I just split everything into threads again, every object, and if the object is like super small, it's going to just contain 1 thread of work. That's cool. And that's it. That's the end of that story. And there's 1 million objects again, but this time, if the object is here, I still know it's kind of hitting the screen. I wouldn't know if it's hitting the screen because it's actually hitting the outside bound of the screen here. And I don't quite want to check, is the object here actually? What's going on, you know? I don't quite want to check that. Yes, you can take like the most center point, center dot, basically. The most center dot, that's how you would call it, maybe. Something that is the closest boundary in a way. But you still have to know the boundary, you still have to calculate a lot of things. But when you just have a position of the object, you just assume that it's outside of the screen. So this is why a lot of objects kind of disappear. But with this new rendering method, if I make it work, the objects will, all of them will have a place, if they have a place. Just very, very simple. So in a way, what I have to be doing is not improving the problematic way of rendering. I have to ensure that I can handle a less problematic way of rendering every step of the way. If I can improve somehow, somewhere, and make that jump, and maybe this is gonna be my final jump, this would be it. This would be that last fucking vector I will draw. Alright, now I call it the third vector, bitch. That's right, the third one. I wrote a book about a vector. How to ray trace a goddamn fucking thing through a bunch of objects and loops and holes, and how to win a dropper. Basically. Oh, I can't wait for it. That's probably the first thing I would do, maybe. A dropper game. Because it's so fun to actually do it. Copycat someone else's work or something. Dropper simulator. Yikes. Alright, so we're gonna work on that shit. The moment I have stamina, the moment I had my sleep. I don't know if I really need to do the tea thingy. No, I'm just tired. I'm just gonna take some food and leave. I think the most fun thing about this time switch that I just added, it's an auto clicker, okay? I should probably turn this on while I'm speaking to harvest energy, to be pinging without pinging, because every second I'm just like tick, 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 just like that. Boop, boop, boop. It's an auto clicker, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Look how rich I am. From 21 to 71, bitch. Got 50% bank. Couldn't quite make it, but, you know, I'm banking myself. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, there's so many concepts in life I'm just mesmerized, fascinating. It's cute. There's a lot of work to be done, and you have to do the work if you want to live, apparently. You know, just like you have to breathe, you have to do the work too. Just a reminder. You know, everyone knows how to breathe, but you do not have to know how to do the work, but once you know, you know. You don't have to worry about it. It's just how it works, so. Very simple. Yeah, now the question is, do I use the time switch to actually monetize my videos? It is what it is, isn't it? That's your stupid monetization. Not your stupid watch time, but your grind time. That's what it is, man. Approve time. Approval time. You growing yourself as a person. You're growing yourself in power. Right? You make the platform more influential. That's what it is, right? It will no longer be watch time, but grind. You need to gain more power, you know, and be more influential. It's just, that's how it works. this is a new rule we're gonna play. Do you see the edit? For you, let's see how fast you break them. Already broke one. Good. I'll not count it. It's gonna be the most fun. I want this little shit face. Because I suggested it's like, well, you have a shit face, so you put poop right here, right here. You missed 50 pixels, but you could have made it. Your avatar. We talked about it, nothing ever happens no matter how long you talk about it. That's the impulsivity, I would say. Nothing is actually happening, but someone is impulsive enough to talk with you about it. So it's like, just like, this person allowed themselves to believe in every conspiracy theory ever. To some degree. And to some degree it feels like this person just loves being sarcastic. So it's, you can't trust that conspiracy theorist for real. After all, it's not a theorist, it's just a consumer. Which is not exactly my type of fucking... Oh, I figured you out, basically. Yep. Yeah. And it's very annoying. Like, every single message is gonna be starting to be annoying, and maybe she's gonna slow down real fucking fast. Okay, but we need to see another fucking train wreck, a stack of insanity, I would say. Maybe she didn't felt, when we crashed the car into a fucking tree. I didn't quite felt it, actually. It wasn't quantified. While I was ghost, it was just a car crash, and I was looking at a car crash. What happened? I don't think I'm dead, I'm still a ghost, I can still talk to you and shit. You exorcise demons all the time from people, so you must be talking to ghosts too. Alright. I'm done talking to a ghost. Let's see what a ghost has to say. Can't keep up with my self-defense. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. It's like so fucking traumatizing. Someone just fucking brings up like, oh, I hate you for this thing as well, actually. Also, I hate you for this. This is unbelievable. Every single comment now has nothing. Stop asking questions. See? Everything is an attack against me. It's impressive how you do it. And how much you need me. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't say it's impressive, it's outrageously ridiculous. Okay, it's something even beyond outrageous because, you see a dead person and it's like, I guess you're the imposter because you had the ability to kill yourself. We figured it out. We figured it out. I give 10 hearts. You can't fuck this up. Just don't use all of them is is the whole fucking thing. Please don't use all the hearts. You know what happens. It's just very simple. It says the guy who said fucking things, right? Said the guy who what? Is that a label? I can't read. I literally didn't read his statement because it's like, says the guy who, I'm making a fucking stand-up comedy right now, apparently. You know, I can't make a comment, but I'll still make a comment. That's what impulsivity is, right? We're just gonna get a fucking, a hands full of impulsivity. It's like, I can't do something, but I will do it anyways. Because I can, actually. Because nothing stops me from doing it. Because that means I can, right? You know, you can't jump off a cliff. Just do it. It's completely fine. You can. You should do it. And Logan Paul would actually do it. Because that's the whole point. But he would figure out how to do it properly. You know, how to jump off a cliff without killing himself. But he would still fucking do it. That's what impulsivity is. The most ridiculous thing ever. Okay. Aren't you going there yourself? What are you talking about? Are you sure you can afford jumping off cliffs like that? It's like unbelievable, dude. Get offended, you know, I ask a bunch of questions now. It's pretty cool. Let's see how he fucking labeled me, because I didn't fucking read. Who unfriended me and then refriended me about 5 times in 2 days. Oh, wow. Yes, you're a funny clown, actually. So we have to hire you a few more times. We didn't thought this meme would be so popular amongst kids and adults and dead people waiting to see you. You know, I didn't thought the demographic is so fucking huge. Even dead people want to see you right now perform. It's ridiculous. This clown is fucking next level, dude. I hate pushing buttons like that, you know? It's like suicidal buttons, but like, go figure. You know, I don't feel good doing that myself. Irritating and immature. Oh my god. And irritating. It's like, what alternatives are you proposing right now? It's kind of interesting. Because you're not teaching me silence. Maybe now you... No, what actually happens here is someone just woke up in the middle of the night. Is like, oh, I have notifications. I definitely have to fucking figure them out real fast. And then turn my phone off again. Because I'm a little bit too slow, am I? I'm pretty slow. Oh, I'm slow because I asked questions. That's pretty fucking bad. And he said all he wanted to say. And everything was negative against me. And it's like... Yeah, you probably don't want to have a friend just to be negative about them. Yes! We did it plenty of times, sure. But you have to control yourself. I hope you're taking time off and regenerating damage, because some damage can ban you from ever having feelings, basically. Alright, just like you can lose a dick, basically. You know, you might not want to lose a dick. I'm just saying. Okay, break my heart. What's gonna be next? Okay, how can you break this heart? It's like this pretty big one, you know. I invested a lot. How can you break it though? Is the question. Did he will figure out a sledgehammer for this one too? It's like, it's a he, okay? It's a fucking sheep. It's not a he or a she, it's a sheep. Still, Vector is way better at this, okay? It's like, this is what I can post in the end. No, not really, actually. Well, it's decent. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Nothing's happening, I have to calm down. Let's go eat some foods. I don't know, man. Fucking crazy. The way I dealt with my dad is like, every comment he sends me, I'm like, I say back, okay, this is my reply. This is how much you owe me. That's what it takes at this point to deter these fucking losers from messaging you. It's like, well, you owe me this much because you need my attention, apparently. You need to reply to my shit. You can't just suck it up and run away, basically. No, you gotta be impulsive. So, you gotta put a price tag on that shit. Otherwise, they will not fucking stop. Did I even set higher? Is this in the dictionary right now? Ah, yes. The clown fiesta, basically. She still continues. You know, and Onision gets all the credits to some degree. I don't give it to him, obviously, but he gets it. Because I dragged this clown into a hell fucking ride. Basically, this person has every personality, every cultural advantage, you know, probably more wealthy, probably more ready, probably more well-equipped personality of a narcissist, so she can ignore pretty much everything I say, and every time I slip, it's going to be basically picked up and attacked. There's no recovery, right? No matter how much effort I put in, it's not going to be valued, because this person does not have eyes, right? You have to value the ability to actually reply if you happen to be replying, if you happen to invest effort back, right? But it is terrifying. I just wake up, you know, I reset fucking hearts. You want to break yourself, go ahead, basically. But literally every single sentence is stupid, condescending, attacks me in some way. I'm trying to stop every sentence of the way. It's like fucking crazy. It's like, here's one big reason you have so much leverage. You probably should stop trying to hurt a little guy. It's like, what is the point again? I don't have selling points. I think I can sell you to slavery, you know. It's it's one of those things. We first hire you, but then we sell you to slavery. So it's like, childish is something she constantly says. The manipulation level. I mean, I've dealt with this on YouTube comments as well. The people just want to be manipulative, and that's all, right? They want to be unreasonable and find what is going to be the consequence of me being unreasonable, I wonder. I did had a weird dream. I was like slowly fighting more and more people until even YouTubers themselves started fucking caring, which is crazy. I was fighting people because they wanted to get inside, and I was just blocking the door. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I don't think the dream at the moment has much meaning. Although it is related to the fact that a bunch of people constantly ask my mom for money, and they're trying to get in. As always, it's some fucking weird life I'm living right now, People who are poor, they're being attacked way too much. You can't make this up right now. Is the people on the top of YouTube, they should be involved more in drama that actually matters, not in just like, oh, let's do a boxing match with some random dude that is way more muscular than me. Maybe I'll win. Because I'm so passionate about it, I have to deliver something to my viewers. You can deliver something to your viewers every fucking day. When the first boxing match was cool and reasonable, second is like half the reason, because it's like, the repetition is kind of ugly on YouTube. You don't want to see that. This is an amazing statement, right? Even Onision's room has more going for... No, I have things going for me, okay? You don't fucking see Onision posting every single day what he's doing, right? Recording everything. Now you would think like, oh, this is not exactly value for me, and it's like, yeah, get yourself a fucking break, right? You gotta find your value. You can't just pretend that a bunch of random people are gonna come in and invent value in the chat. It's not gonna happen, right? Find your fucking values. And if you don't value your values, you're not gonna come to my Discord and spread those values. You don't have them, right? I'm very happy in Onision's room right now. It doesn't call Discord channel or whatever, but whatever. You can just call it DC. If you're that fucking ignorant. Room. Welcome to my room. We're a roommate. It's fine that you cared enough to start a room, but the fact that you rely on people like me, which is not true, what does that fucking mean, people like you? People like you, you're very weird. You're very not normal. Okay? I wouldn't rely on you specifically, people like you. If you want to put effort, actually want to put effort, then I rely on you simply because you did it. Not because you're going to do, not because you're arguing with me. No, because you did it. Okay, you said something. And it's like, you had the experience of contributing to me, and then you come back to me and it's like, it's fine, but why? I was trying to be reasonable. I tried something and it's not working out. You're having a conversation that actually I can support, right? You tried something, it's not working out. You found your passion, you thought you found your passion, and it all fell apart. That's positive. This is a bunch of insecurities, insanities, piled together. Let's sit through that just because of how entertaining it is every day. If she can fucking slow down and not crash the entire party, maybe we can do this every day. Just poke a narcissist. That's the game, basically. hey, narcissist, how you doing? It's completely okay for you to talk to me, because, you know, the world is full of narcissists. I have to be able to defend myself against that. I have to be able to actually identify their biggest weakness, uh, and their biggest weakness is, who cares? This person is being unreasonable. You know, that's the craziest thing that just works on every situation. The skill of finding what is unreasonable. Now, the question is, how would it look like, right? If I put a question of what is unreasonable, I have to split the cake into 8 parts. This is 8 personalities, right? So if you're being unreasonable, what does that mean? Well, potentially what being unreasonable is stay. Stay in your personality and just pretend that, like, be pretentious that, well, that's all you need. It's just, that's all the skills that I need. But in reality, you're just being insecure. You don't want to fucking experience anything. And people who don't want to experience anything but pain are unreasonable. Right? Just like, again, I told you a boxing match is painful, but it's probably worthwhile if you can just extend it with conferences and people don't just care about the end result. But if people do care only about the end result, there's a lot of pain involved. There's a lot of, you know, preparation involved. Is it really that fucking worth it to just give people your pain? Give people the only skill that you think you have, but the skill that you have is a distribution. Being social, that's the real skill. When you have a personality, that's what encourages you to be social. So, it's pretty deep. I don't need unreasonable people in my fucking Discord channel. I know they're super rare gems, basically. They're one in the fucking million. I know that much, too. And, if there was one on Eastern Discord, I would have picked it up. Okay? I wouldn't fucking hesitate to pick it up. It's difficult to actually poke every person. That's a skill as well. You know, maybe the gem is hidden, but potentially you can't just hide yourself forever, can you? I was not hiding myself, so I expect people to be able to do a similar thing. Eventually. Right now, what most people are gonna miss are the hours and hours of work that it takes to build skills. And it's like, when people see a muscular person, they kind of try and ignore the idea of, like, oh, I don't need muscles, I don't think. Because it looks a lot like a lot of work, but I'm even less intimidating. I'm not sure how people fucking miss out on how many IQ points I've generated. It's kind of fucking crazy. Because I have to do everything alone. I have to travel alone. It is as exhausting as it gets, and every single time I encounter something energizing, I have to pick it up, because that's my only fuel source. If I stop in midway, everything just kind of falls apart, and I have to try again, pretty much. So, that's the magic, really, is being able to appreciate things and keep going forward and keep improving yourself. I'm sure Onision is on a decent level, and I would have much more fun talking to him than to this fucking crazy little shit. You know, shit for an avatar moment. If you have an avatar like this, I will disrespect the shit out of you just because, you know? Just because you're just a little bit awkward, you know? Like a little bit awkward to talk to. A little bit awkward. Alright? The people who don't have avatars, they don't necessarily exist. Okay. haven't actually existed before. This is special. This is emergency account, so it doesn't count. It's literally emergent. Someone doesn't exist in that sense without an avatar. So think about it. That is pretty bizarre. How someone can just stand on zero effort and act a narcissist. Zero effort shining through, basically. Zero effort to present yourself. Zero effort to talk about yourself in your life journey and what you experienced. And all those things. Zero need to do that. But 100% needs to destroy my reputation. That is trying to knock at your door. You're trying to destroy what's knocking at your door. Just say no thanks. It's gonna happen. I will walk away. But if you try and destroy me, it might not actually work out in the end, actually. And I wouldn't say I was reenacting that in my dream, actually. The dream was weird. Again, at first there were a few people and I pushed them away and I tried to just fucking hide in, let's fucking close the door, but it was scary because there's more and more people, but then I started to take advantage of that, I believe. And the ending was me lecturing a class and telling one of those important rules, basically. Rules are to be learned, not followed. That's what I said to the classroom. Because another lady was writing down things. I assume those were rules of some kind. And I was just breaking everything and disrespecting everything I can possibly can. I was talking in a squeaky voice or something. Hey guys. Hey guys, I gotta go break a bunch of rules now. You know why? Because they're supposed to be learned. Not followed. Yep. What does that mean? You pick up a rule and you learn what it's about. It's like... That's also kind of a rule, right? A very, very good advice. That's what a very, very good advice is. And it tells its own story. Like, rules are kind of deep, I would say. Because I talked about Onision's no drama rule quite a bit, because you made the deepest rule ever simply because, there's only 5 rules. And then the no drama rule is supposed to cover everyone who wants to stand out pretty much in some weird way. And there are no necessarily rules in that sense, and mods cannot demand Onision to actually change anything and be more clear. So that's potentially the silence that happens, and eventually that kind of breaks my heart again. Oh yeah, don't bring up a person since Discord channel, they banned me, unfair. I'll be super tolerant because I put down exactly a time limit, a heart limit. You're gonna get unfriended and it's gonna be the end of this story, simply because you don't care. It's like, you don't care, so I just use you. It's just so simple. I have to be able to sit back and enjoy the fucking show of this stupid clown. Yes, for me, effort is not that difficult. I have plenty of reasons to unleash my effort. You can call that schizo. But if by that you mean I write skits out of you, you come in and you're like, no, this is not an audition. You're going to work. We're going to work right now. and you're gonna turn into a skit one way or the other. You want this job, you have to make fun of yourself immediately. There's no way out, basically. So this is what's happening right now. It's hilarious. But also, it distracts me from all the struggles in my life. Okay, so I'll take it. And this is the only person that's surviving right now. Maybe she feels it. She feels the ability to actually harass me. And the ability for me to take care of that real fast. It doesn't matter how much you try. You can't feed me insecurities because I just can't afford insecurities. My life just can't handle that shit. But again, some delusional people can potentially think, again, you can feed people insecurities, you can manipulate them. It's that fucking easy. I am on the right side. I don't have to listen to you, I don't have to do jack shit. Yes, you lose respect. You turn into a clown slowly. So someone who just talks eventually. Talks and has points to say, but all those points are negative, so it doesn't matter where the negative points come from. This is like a non-attempt anymore. It's just an attempt to reply. Because if you negate everything that I say, that's very easy. You just say rules are to be learned, not followed. Not. I'm Borat. I'm the clown. I disagree with you because it's so funny to disagree with you. You're putting effort, and I don't give a fuck. Well, yeah. Eventually, we realize what you're supposed to be about, and the first clown that comes into my life gets a wonderful experience. To deliver a wonderful experience. That's cool. I'll give you a thumbs up. And every other clown is gonna be hired. I'll give you money, homeless person. Please take care of yourself. I'll be very kind to you. Yeah, the world is fucking stupid, obviously. It's the question of, who has freedom for what now? Am I allowed to say the word say? There's a bunch of Saiyans out there, and they have over 9,000 power levels. Maybe you're not allowed to say the word Saiyans. I don't know. Gotta learn the rules, not follow them, because essentially if you just hear something and it turns into an insecurity immediately, it locks you down immediately, you forget the fact that there's only certain amount of rules that can be enforced. And if people choose to be negative and enforce rules and become the police, basically, they're literally on the edge of society. Anyone policing anything is on the edge of society. I might not have the big enough boot to kick them out of the society instantly and surely, and just see them tumble down, basically. I might not have that power, okay? I might not have that resource where I know where to kick the person. Maybe I don't even recognize the edge. But, imagine, if a person falls down beyond the edge of society. The world's probably way worse down there. Probably people want you to put effort, no matter what effort that is, and they're just gonna have even deeper amounts of fun because they have kind of learned what kind of people fall down, right? What kind of people are inadequate. You can't just label a person and pretend that that's an inadequate person. No, the inadequate person, the truly edgy people, they're just hostile. That's all there is. It's just hostile. Alright. Normally, you are out simply if you're a hostile. you won't survive, basically. You can't survive through hostility. That's impossible. Okay. You can't survive if you're just defending yourself and a bunch of people are attacking you. Okay, Jackie Chan style, you can plow through some bullshit, alright, in your life. But you can't just be hostile and pretend that your survival skills are not just crippled entirely right now. Your ability to not be stressed, to take in life as you go properly, I don't know, man. I would love to see what this narcissist is hiding in this fucking basement. How he's fucking is gonna survive. The apocalypse. Okay, what is that big thing that Logan Paul is supposed to do to completely be obliterated from society itself? Well, what he has to do is not do anything. Okay, if he's not making any YouTube videos, if he's not trying to keep up, you're out pretty much, because you literally don't exist. It's just a very simple thing. So if I give someone a hand and be like, dude, you want to exist on the internet? You might want to join my Discord server, because potentially I want to exist on the internet very badly. I can put in a lot of hours to do that. And I kind of know how to do that. It's just, you just become a consumer, someone that appreciates things. I can do that. Alright? I'm in a unique position to be a consumer because I'm the underdog. I'm being fucking hurt right now. Undergod. That's true. That's true. I'm undergod as well. No, but I'm just pushed down so badly. And the first thing you have to do is figure out what's fair. That's kind of what I allow people to do, is push fairness in front instead of... I allow this to happen. But whatever they talk about, that's what they talk about. Let's go down the rabbit hole. If they want to go down the rabbit hole and not talk about themselves and where they are in life and where they feel they are in life, if they don't feel okay, then, you're not gonna gain any bonus benefits at all. I don't feel I'm okay. I feel I'm stretching myself out, like, to the max. There's literally nothing that can compare the effort right now. And it's just like, oh, I have one thing that I can do, is just talk. I can't even fucking relax and think of, like, myself as a performance artist or anything. I just have to talk to defend myself. Over and over again. Because there's just so many insecurities, so much unreasonable material out there. People think it's okay. People think it's okay, and we have to be patient about those people. We have to pray for them to die sooner. There's nothing positive that I can say to them, personally. Because I'm the underdog. I can pretty much say whatever shit comes to my mouth at this point and spit in their mouths. Because it's like, I don't have patience. I just have the ability to be patient because I know what patience is. So I can maximize my patience and it's going to look pretty good. But I don't quite have patience. I'm a little bit too smart for that. To be harassed 24/7. As if you have a point, as if you have a purpose. The only thing she's doing is she's defending herself, which looks hilarious because, like, you haven't put anything up front that I would want in the first place. You would think I need a dummy that deters people from actually caring, No one needs that. But holy fuck, man. That's the real, weirdness. There's no escape. You become a clown, you become a clown. Because you have to put effort somewhere. And if that's all you can do is just become a clown, congratulations. Yeah, that's what it allows, right? This is literally the only response, is him regurgitating 2 words, basically. 1 word, higher. It's like, I heard the word higher, and then I spit all these non-replies to what I said. Alright? Which is kind of fucking insane. When I speak, yes, I'm making a jump, but like I reply. Why? I didn't we didn't talk about my room, and yet he fucking finds a fucking deal, right? What's your deal? You didn't contribute. It's not your room. I contribute to Anisian's room like fucking crazy. Actually. Alright. That contribution was so hostile, apparently. I got banned. I didn't know it was hostile. That's kind of crazy to me. I want him to come back to me and tell me that I was hostile. You know, that's an important thing to do. If you don't withhold hostility within yourself and talk within yourself. Oh, look, there's a person in my Discord. Onision wouldn't even do that. Onision, I don't think he's influenced at the moment by Discord as much as he should. It is what it is, man. It's just lame. Lame. Alright, so, stress. This is how much stress you have to went to not have coronavirus. 2 hours. 2 hours. Otherwise, I don't believe that you don't have coronavirus. Please stay away from me. You know? Now I will demand proof of work from assholes and clowns. You know? Just... when they break my final heart, I just gonna tell them, just make a rant video. You're gonna get 10 more hearts. Easy. Okay? Just make a 3-hour video. And find a way to post it. I mean, if you have to care a little bit minimally to understand that I post my Discord link in the description. Don't abuse it. If you use it more than 2 times, then you're probably gonna get toasted with a ban. I don't fucking take that lightly, you know. Abuse and cheating is not something I take lightly at all. Just ban Hammer immediately. I can't kick you because you're gonna use the same link, you know. There's not something I can do about that, right? You're not giving me enough power. You're not recognizing I don't have power to stop you. You're just enjoying re-entering my fucking Discord. Just dress up differently. Maybe that's gonna work, you know. Then you're not ban evading pretty much. But I would I would say you're kick evading if you're just coming back with the same link, with the same reason, with the same nothing to say face. Because that's the reality, you know. It's like anyone can talk to me, anyone can contribute to this empty Discord channel. And what happens? Nothing happens. Because people are just fucking empty, you know. Yeah. We're empty. Admit it. Otherwise, it would take 5 people to work. Alright. For this channel to work, it would just take 5 people. It fucking works. And now everyone is like, hey, please let me in. I want to contribute too. I got rejected from like these 3 channels and shit. The traveling mentality is just gonna happen. Just people think you're not suitable for this channel or whatever for a lot more reasons, pretty much. But for me, if I'm trying to be normal, if I'm trying to invite everyone, it doesn't matter who, and my criteria are very low, the fact that my Discord channel is not succeeding is just the fact that the internet is still slow. The speed of the internet belongs to us caring about it. Okay, if we care, if we contribute as much as possible, then yeah, as people, as caring people about other people, just that's it. We know where the hotspot is. Okay, a hotspot of care is another person. Alright, just find another person. If you feel that you're being careless in life, just find another person and care. Be positive. Because otherwise you're not caring. You're just kind of using that person. You know, that's a completely different word. You're not treating them as a person in the first place. So, you're not caring. That's where the hotspot is. But you have to ensure that it's an actually person you're capable of caring about. Okay? You're capable of caring, and you treat them as a person. As another person, not yourself. You know, you're not just promoting yourself as well. So, this rule stands, dude. This rule fucking sparkles. And, I'll just do that and, take a break. Because now I need an extra break, too. As the stress fucking rises, I need more and more tools just to fucking fight back against these insane people. And I get no credit for that. You know. Why am I doing this? Now it's becoming the most fun thing ever, right? It's the proof of reality itself. If the reality proves itself to be total trash and doesn't deliver me the goods, if all I get is pain, well, I will use that pain and take it all the way into some other place that I can call heaven for sure, eventually, right? I'll find something. And yeah, that means death. You know, that means suicide forest. That means the entire internet is gonna observe themselves entering a suicide forest out of nowhere. And it's like, oh shit, Logan Paul just found new friends. You can talk about suicide all day long now, Mr. Impulsive Person. You just found some people to care about. Anyways, so we're not bandaging this thing. We're saying it's night 3. After I do RuneScape work. God damn it. There's also an aftermath, and there's also... I still have to repeat myself. I literally just made a video about underdogs, right? And how I fucking hate being compared to something that's uncomparable size at this point. You know, it's pumped up already. People have already contributed to that, and it became what it became. I'm sorry about it, okay? Onision had plenty of resources to build something cool out of himself. And it's not... and it's completely different level than I am, okay? Yes, you can say that, like, oh, you invested effort into something else, and you should still be able to pretty much pull out the same results. But the real question is, like, who had more people, you know, that they could have cared for in the end? Who had more? Who had more chance over time? I didn't care for people. I care for myself this whole time, so it's like it's a completely different perspective for my life. And like I never even needed to care about this resource, but it is complicated. It's debatable. How do you compare people like this? But now that everything is like set in place, all you can see on Onision doing is not sharing, in case I am, you know, willing to take what he has, and he's not using that, or he doesn't feel like he's using that properly, like, whatever. That's a thing. Even like, no. No, I don't know. I don't know what sharing is. I never really learned. Anyways. So Poke deserves 70 points. Don't ask me why. One side with lava, some points. And that puts Pokey in a fucking decent spot to where I have to recalculate everything. Pokey, top Pokey. So we have 48 divided by 61. We get 22%, which is almost like Dr. Phil numbers, basically. %22 increase after I poked Pokey, and I added 70 points. So kinda, but it's still barely, right? Barely. Barely means in the positive side and has plenty of points to burn if she wants to fucking be relevant. That's about it. No one gives a fuck about Pokey apparently. Or she has been over exaggerated on the internet. So who knows, right? At the same time, is the question is not exactly a clickbait, right? Well, YouTuber, not streamer? How the fuck does that make sense, right? Why would I not treat her as a streamer? Because streaming is for losers. Who fucking sits there and watches people stream? It's ridiculous. If I happen to watch someone stream and be toxic, maybe that would be very entertaining. Until Twitch fucking bans me, actually. You know, Twitch itself would fucking find me and ban me. Believe me. Who knows? Maybe I'll find myself watching streams and sabotaging streams. Because apparently I have nothing better to do than be bad. You know. I just have nothing better in my life. According to how everyone reacts. It's just kind of fucking lame, right? Where do fame comes from then? What is it? It's definitely an unfair advantage that people have. But at the same time, with fame, people just kind of disappear into nothingness. They can't fucking handle it. They probably picked it up because they're idiots. You know? Let's pick up fame. Let's see what happens. Oh, oops. I disappeared. But if you're still a decent YouTuber, you can still hang on your career. And, well, you get paid for it, so why drop it now, am I right? Alright, so finally, we're just gonna press this button and enjoy some Hearthstone, and the longer I play, the more pings it will accumulate automatically. Who would have thought? If I watch a movie, potentially I do the same thing, but we'll see how it works out. This is Libram Paladin, as always. Not sure how much I should commit to this. Being first, right? Probably just mulligan everything. Except Libram Activator, but it's still pretty shit. Would still just use hero power next turn. For the Balloon Merchant. Ooh. Who would play this card? Am I right? Not me. Activate. Look at me, dude. That's some cute one-drops. Alright. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate, I would say. Trying to play a card like this in the metagame in the first place. The fuck? Don't know what his secret is about. I'm just playing cards right now. Oh, I fucked it up again. Of course. Oh my god, sad balloon merchant is not gonna have a single fucking dude to buff. Oh my god, man. So sad. Does he know that I want to buff this? And just blocked me or something? What's going on? Cause like, it makes no sense, right? 1 second. I probably have to play this first. No. Yes, weird. Need this bitch. Yeah, I see. Eat this big boy! So I can heal it. He doesn't kill it. Pretty simple. Probably gonna go for another freezer secret. Finally. After all this time. Oh, nope. I don't know. Taking 9 damage sounds the juiciest move ever. That's still fucking weird. I don't know what this means. Another pack. Or snake pack, basically. Fucking bastard. Is my Libram Paladin even gonna hold? I think he's losing Leog, but it's like... Yeah, he's fucking freezing the shit out of me right now. He's a fucking asshole. But that's, like, bad for him? Almost everything he did was kind of bad for him right now. So I'm assuming it's freezing finally. It's absolutely not freezing still. And I'm kind of confused now. Kind of want to heal myself because he's running out of cards, right? Yeah, whatever. It's a different kind of battle now. I still need to heal myself, kind of, because we can prolong the battle a little bit too much. This is lame. This is lame. But it shows what his deck is about. It's not gonna have that much value left. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much value myself. It's just a 2/2 here. I could go face and shit, but whatever. Only if I get another off the top through silver. I can go face for sure. We're still trying to control each other's boards, interestingly. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. since he's aggro again. Yeah, it didn't work out. Yes, I trade, but do I actually give a fuck? Yeah. I don't know, man. I might not give a fuck, actually. You can play a secret and bait me or whatever. There's nothing valuable that could happen right now. Lose. Alright. That's one paladin out of 3. Standard paladin. Garbage. Playing standard. This is what we get. Open a pack. Ha! You get 1 point. It's pretty cool. This is the funniest shit, right? If you're gonna unfriend me, I will never friend you ever again. A person who shows so much consent in replying to my fucking messages can fucking do a simple thing of friending me again. Just press a few buttons. Don't worry. You can reply to me again and again. Maybe. There's a 10% chance now, which is getting higher. You can't reply to me. You know, that's what I'm calling irrational and unreasonable, right? I want to see your fucking effort not to be just straightforward line. In case you're unreasonable, I will ask you to fucking... Well, I will block your fucking highway. Just like a normal highway versus boxes matrix. Okay, you operate on highways? Okay, not boxes. You're not reasonable. That's cool. But maybe you're a nice person and you're gonna fucking move. When I put a blocker here, you're gonna actually move and not fucking complain about it too much. But no, I'm scared. I don't want to go here. I will cry. Ridiculous. They nerfed the informant. It's sad now. It's fucking useless almost. What am I gonna do now? I can only do this. And play a shitty 1-1. Such a hardcore nerf too, it's just unbelievable to me. I literally just wanted to play because it deals 1 damage every time. So cute. And now it's just useless. Fuck you, Blizzard. Like a normal, typical nerf would be turn the ability into something less important, like rush or something, instead of completely uselessness. So lame, dude. Can't wait to fucking use this bad boy. Rotate! Come at me, bruh. Break that shield. You can do it. You wanna break this guy? I'm sorry. I'm gonna smash the taunter. I think you're missing a taunt. Toint. You're missing a taunt. Since I don't know what's gonna happen, even though I know it's this way, right? There you go. Stole it! What a loser I am. I needed to steal his minion to win. You know? This is what you can do as an argument. It's like, oh, you needed this to win. Oh my god. In other words, you can cry as an argument, but that's not very reasonable. It's just, oh, oopsies. I'll take that. You did an oopsie. Haha. What do I have? 7. 7 damage. 2 damage, please. Thank you very much. Haha! Oh, oopsies. I did an oopsie too. You can cry about it. You can cry how unreasonable I am too. Yeah. He did. See, now that's what I like. I'm gonna get rid of this fucking stress, man. At some point, the narcissist has to give up, so that's pretty good. At the start of the game, set attack and health to be the same. Attack of your equal to health. So any healthy dude would get buffed, and any not so healthy dude would get nerfed. This would be nice if it would actually work for me. So pretty much nothing works. Didn't start in your deck, am I right? Haha, very funny. That's literally the only thing though that I can do. Obviously I can respect the unlocked potential card. It actually buffs the statue quite a bit. But everything gets nerfed otherwise. The reason why I need this card, this passive, is just because it's brutal sometimes. I mean, it changes the gameplay a little bit more than normal. So I would be able to pick these guys. That would be very, very nice to pick. This stuff is not that good. And then this is okay. This is okay. So I'll take the good stuff. Alright. Let's chill again. You know, it's always gonna be fucking douchebags that want to feed me douchebaggery, you know. That I bring up a bigger shield and I'm like, okay, I've experienced this before. I don't need douchebaggery anymore in my life. Very simple. Hello? Okay. He was at 0. Shut up, Zeddy. We can do this, boys. Now it's just a combo activator in a way. That's okay. It's okay. It's not particularly insane now. But yeah, this card is gonna be insane for sure. I still like the rogue, unfortunately. Yep, let's go. Now such a tiny dude. Yes. That's the one. So I think that the thing is up. That I had some points I made? Yes. So we can, no, it's just a fuck you video, basically. It's not like I reacted to one subscriber unsubscribing. It was 3% of people unsubscribed. The rest are probably just dead at this point. So I wouldn't even expect them to watch my videos, even if they wanted to. I don't want to see things die this fast. I can't keep up with things like that. It's just so simple, right? If things keep dying, it's like, wait, what? Have you already outlived your life? Outlived your potential? Outlived your purpose? Everything is gone now? What's going on? I don't get it. In the end, there's a very simple fucking statement, alright? Future has more empty chairs, okay? The past is kind of filled already. You don't have to fucking live in the past and believe the past and pretend too much. of what science says. You know, everything kind of fucking lingers in the past and dies in the past. And for me, these things have very tiny hands. Especially now that I put more and more people kind of on a ride to the future. I actually care about them. That means I, will put them in. Put them in on the list that will be active quite a long time. I made my predictions and all that. And I'll review a bunch of people too. But people who linger on the past, people who have already made their mind, those are very hurtful people. I don't like having them. You know, they take a lot of space pretty much. You know, so I'll give you, if I have no one else to talk to, I'll give you an opportunity to talk to me while you still can. You know, there's still an opportunity, you know. The world is twisted, right? But there's only one simple twist to untwist, which is, how do you minimize people? How do you love most people, right? As many people as possible. And it's kind of comes in a cost of looking into the future and how things are going to be changing and how we're going to view things as smaller things. You don't look at me and like, oh, I talk to myself and I pretend all these personalities. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. It's not a condition. It's not a medical thing that you can fucking apply. It's just my hobby. This is what I do in life. You have something better to fucking follow up with? That's how you can actually argue with me, right? I have way better things. But on the internet, when you live 1,000 miles away from me, when you don't know what culture I'm stuck with, you can't fucking judge me right now. So it's just a very simple thing. It's simply impossible to judge people over the internet. Just impossible. Yes, we have this stupid, cancerous American culture that is trying to survive as best as they can, but even YouTube is doing the opposite because it introduces a lot of other people, but it almost like makes it the opposite effect at the same time, because it's like, oh, look at this American celebrity showing up at 2018 Rewind saying, that's hot. I'm pretty hot, am I right? Will Smith, is he pretty hot still to this day, after 2 years later? I think his channel is pretty dead, actually. I don't think of him as a hot person at all. But we might have a chance to look over, because he's still influential, you know. Everyone is unique, and I'm like, you have a unique personality, you have a unique take, a perspective on life, and that's it. This is where we start. We have to draw a starting point. We have to look into the future, draw a starting point of, and because we draw a starting point, the people just become smaller and more, easier to handle. Alright? If we have a starting point of saying everyone has a unique take, people can become small and valuable at the same time. So you can easily become friends with someone because like you need that unique perspective, and you might not be friends for a long time, but you know, you're just gonna bounce around in the same community. You're not gonna try and fucking escape and realize, oh, I'm poor and lonely now. Whoops. Don't want to be me. Don't want to end up like me, where nobody fucking gives a fuck, no matter how much effort you put in. And the effort is that unique take that I can give to everyone, especially through interactions. That's where you want to get that unique take. You don't want to just watch a movie and pretend that it's all real. It's all going into the past. I hate movies. I think I just hate living in the past. At some point, the beliefs that people have, they become so old and so annoying too. Especially with the baby boomer generation. The beliefs that we hold, they're fucking crippling. You know, we're dealing with overpopulation. This is not something that old people were handling before. Are you serious? Stop all my patience. If you're blind, else. No, I'll just keep toying. If it's a toy, I keep toying with a person because it's like, well, you can't understand the rules. Yes, I keep adding more rules over and over again, but just to make conversation interesting enough so I can have it, you know. Otherwise, we're just not gonna have one. And this is where it ends up, basically. It's like, well, pick up the ball. Let's go play 10 minutes in the yard. Fucking throw the ball. See who scores through the hoop, okay? You know how to play basketball, right? It's like as disrespectful as it gets, right? But if he wants to, you know, add me as a friend and try and type an opinion and keep just doing that, I'll play this game, you know, I'll come up with my fucking game with a narcissist. Why would I do that? Am I right? I don't wanna give a fuck. Oh. Didn't actually fucking type anything, did you? We'll keep trying now. It is pretty hard. Pretty hard, dude. Pretty hard game. Whack-a-mole game right there. And that's where I end, because he just prepares himself fucking emojis. Just squeeze disrespect, right? It's like, how much disrespect can I squeeze? What is the maximum disrespect I can do? It's like, I'm definitely fucking breaking some world records right there. So yeah, it's never gonna happen anymore. I'm never gonna accept this person's fucking presence. It is important to be at least a little bit mindful or what kind of rules are put in place in the conversation. That's another thing, right? Like, the most painful thing is not being able to have rules. It's like, just not gonna follow a rule is fucking boring to you? Or is it that you just can't? You just are unable to understand what a rule is. A rule is just something that helps us understand each other a little better. But in the end, it's like, yeah, I guess I have been trolled. Someone just sacrificed nothing and trolled the shit out of me. Right? We have to give credit, basically, where none exist. Because, like, oh yeah, I can act as a big person, and then I have to listen to fucking terrible opinion over and over again. And it's like, oh, I guess I didn't act like a big person at all, because I was talking to a fucking ant, screaming at me, constantly jealous, constantly fucking ignorant. The only thing that an ant sees is like, oh, it's a big person, and I'm small, and that's the only thing I see as an ant. I had to have that conversation at least once. Can't blame me for constantly uploading one person sticking out. But that's the year of narcissism right there. Okay? I had to have it. And I need like a final fucking point about narcissism again. Yes, there's toxic narcissism where you just kill whatever you have. So I have this personality and I kill it. It's like, well, that's cool. And you kill it by not stacking anything. And I'm like, I'm offering a rule. A rule is a pretty good thing to stack on the bottom. You know, you might start doing something and talking about something that's actually relevant. And it's like, you have to have a point of why to have a conversation and not just be completely random and consumerist, basically. Which is why I will pretty much give probably 10 hearts this year. I will probably cut it down to 5 hearts. It depends on how many people I have to juggle in one place. And it's probably a weekly thing, okay? I can do it only every week, just to force myself to ignore that person plenty of days over. So, yeah, the story's over pretty much. We just need enough reasons to just ignore this person forever. Like, we have the reason of negativity. Being negative is annoying. Being negative is an immediate, clue that the person is self-destructive and is not really seeking anything in life. It's just seeking to not exist anymore. And it's not, if it's not explaining this narrative of why it's being negative, or maybe it's being self-destructive, instead it's attacking you, it further fucking annoys you. And what I did is just like, well, I put 10 hearts, you can destroy that. And if you ignore this rule, which, it's like, well, there's a real person that I can attack behind all of this fucking shit that you put in. It's like the most insane thing, isn't it? Is the craziest thing. It's like, you allow a person to do anything, but you also allow them to attack you, and they just choose the same thing over and over again. And that's their effort. It's like, well, I maximize effort right here. And I can't quite fucking feel that very well, so I just put it whenever I feel just anything negative, just score 10, and it's gonna be fine. I don't have, like, terribly amazing feelings in that sense, but I do, become better and better. I collect skill, and I know how to fucking feel things constructively through my thoughts, okay? So if you're a heartbreaker, just for fun, just literally for fun, that's crazy. But, I survived an episode of a heartbreaker, of a fucking ruthless heartbreaker who can't fucking stop, be positive, be self-esteemed of like, I'm doing something interesting, you might want to fucking do it as well. Something that would help. Any contribution, nothing, zero. How is this possible is beyond my fucking understanding. But at the same time, this is not a Generation 1 person. This is literally Tier 0, a dead person. Because if the only thing that they do is attack, is it's not even worth attention. Like, you can give attention to Tier 1 people because they run YouTube right now, and they kind of want to ignore Tier 2 people right now at the same time, as if there's nothing going on up there, right? Except for, like, oh, if you have money, then you're not an illegal person. You can fight back and all that stuff. You can make YouTube videos now because you have money. Wait, is that the opposite? Now the opposite is true. You have to invest into YouTube more than actually earn. That's pretty interesting. So it's a bad investment then. Unless you really need attention and you actually get it. It's more like a fucking lottery at this point. But it is a lottery because it's trying to emphasize passion and emphasize that teens are kind of crawling in here all the time. And they're trying to be professional, but in exchange of their passion. It's like, are you sure you're interested in this, or you just have nothing better to do? You know, for me, I'm pretty sure. I'm so sure, because everything I do in Tier 2 does not get recognition at all. So my ability to ray trace things and to build a game potentially, not very recognized right now. You know, Minecraft is everywhere, but different versions of Minecraft don't really exist or excite people as much, which I kind of find disappointing because I have played different versions and I wasn't that, sad about it. It was another experience that I would definitely have. The problem is, again, money. So if you can transcend the problem of money, you actually see way more that is available to you, right? You can just, adopt Hearthstone, adopt all free-to-play games just for the sake of good experience, and that's kind of what deters people, is the greatest money wall of, like, who do you truly invest into? Because it's so easy to invest time and effort into YouTube, but is it really that good of an idea? Especially if all you do is editing. Editing is kind of scary because, like, everyone is learning the same skill that, people should just hire themselves to do. People could build businesses, just edit business, right? Editors could immediately become Tier 2 in that sense if they just become notorious and they create their own faction pretty much, helping other people, right? A big deal is for and that would be what I would acknowledge the most, basically, right? And ignore. Bye-bye. I can't ignore a person. The most important thing and why a narcissist can be ignored like this, it's like you get to break certain amount of hearts, right? You get to make your stupid investment and see how unstable you are, so how quickly that fucking fades as an investment. So you do that. I calculate it. It's very straightforward. You get unfriended. You don't get the chance to talk to me ever again unless you come to my server. Haha. That's the cool thing, isn't it? You can do that, actually. You can come to my server. Now, at this point, I'm becoming this bully person. And it's like, but I do have certainty that the history is always changing. It's always looking for something fresh and, confirmed that it's safe, that it's not a big deal to make this change, this transition, and it's going to give you new experiences, new things to be passionate about, and new ways to love other people, basically. It's just all you really wanted. And I think I'm pretty set up on this bounce to happen, basically. For people to get tired of the same trends, pretty much. Of people failing to make YouTube videos. Failing to escape drama. Failing to escape their own fetishes and, needs, in a way. It's like, it's all there. Maybe you just haven't explored it. I want to know if I'm correct, Please double confirm my beliefs. Please try, okay? So I have a bunch of beliefs I've set up. It's a completely new belief system than the world was offering this whole time. Again, we have internet. How can you pretend that your belief system is not going to change? Alright? Same 100-year-old belief system. At least 100 years old. It's literally a newspaper belief system. It's like, what did the authorities have to say about shit? What did the president has to say about shit? It's pointless, but people have a terrible time adapting to things, and they often die inside by not trying to adapt newly and find their own passions. They just die inside. It's terrifying. Hey guys, yes, internet is here, and yes, you need cell phone to access the internet, but are you really contributing, or are you just trying to be a terrible consumer and essentially just falling through the floor into a TikTok category where you just consume even more without escape? TikTok is, again, as I've said in Pokemon's video, there's no escape from TikTok. You're just purely a consumer. You would think, like, yeah, you can become a TikTok celebrity and all that shit. It's very tough, I would say. How? You're just gonna come up with some kind of another portion of the belief system that I don't know about, that I don't participate in? If I'm not participating in something, I'm either ridiculously stupid or ridiculously hostile. Right? Ridiculous, rejected, like hundreds of fucking people trying to reach out to me right now. Yes, I do reject communities with a bunch of rules. Those are not people, they're just communities now. They kind of settle, and they're very glad of, like, oh, I have 10,000 people in my community, or I have this fucking many. It's kind of weird, because I don't see people that easily. I don't find people that easily over the internet. That's not how it works. So maybe we'll adopt more and more habits, more and more ways to play life until I'm encouraged to do something that opens up opportunities way easier, and I will see what the world is fully about and what those old beliefs have been giving Americans or other people this whole time. Like, what kind of benefits do you have? Because my belief system is so different, so radical, I don't understand how you're getting any benefits from anything besides money, right? Is it the belief system of money this whole time? And I just can't understand it, because I kind of want to transcend beyond that. I kind of want to see what are cheap alternatives to everything, where you don't have to spend money, because if you don't have to spend money, it kind of liberates you from a lot of things, and it helps you make friends that are truly your friends. It's like, you have to just work in making me happy. That's the greatest work of all time. Like, just make me happy. Yes, it's pretty difficult. Yes, you cannot put down this offer without appreciating effort, most importantly. And yes, you already have to have the alternatives turned on, basically. Turned on the notifications for whenever a really influential person posts a video that you really like. So you have to have all those options in before you ask people to make you happy. You have to have the understanding of why direct influence for you, or maybe growth of someone and just peeling off some influence, is gonna make you happy. And you have to, that's the greatest feedback of all time. You pay for it. That's the fucking feedback. And essentially, if you stop funding, like, you pretty much saying goodbye, you should find someone else. If you still feel confident about what you have been paid for this whole time. This whole transaction is pretty fucking fantastic. I just don't see it right now. It tears me apart that social interactions, that social encouragement is being outshadowed by merch. Just feed me, dude. I'm selling merch. Feed me. I'm also a consumer, dude. Merch. That's what's outshadowing, is just being social, right? You don't want to be social. You just don't want to hand over some money for a transaction of, like, you got a service, you got your check, you got to pay for it. It's simple, and the biggest transaction is just being agitated, being happy. That's it. Don't pay for streamers. You're the small guy. You establish yourself on the internet. Don't pay streamers jack shit. Okay, $5 to streamers just to see your message, to let them see your. That's crazy. That is way too much for as an investment. Way too much, dude. So that's there's a lot to break down, and the internet is introducing a completely new set of rules we have to figure out and follow if we want to have fun. If you don't want to have fun, don't follow rules. Start killing people, That's just what happens when you don't follow rules. You just become hostile. I mean, what else do you expect? If you don't follow rules, you become hostile. So simple. It's unbelievably simple. I'll give you guys a fucking sparkles and peace out. I don't care if you're a narcissist, if you're a sociopath, if you're a psychopath, or just very, very creepy, and you want to out-influence my influence, and literally know everything, do everything the same way I do, or fucking, I don't know, or just stay in my Discord and throw weirdness and awkwardness into it, and randomness, and rules that you think are cool but not cool at all. So don't try to outcompete, just make your own Discord server in that case. If you're really fucking influential in that sense, you're bleeding out. But in the end, I just like, I just gave you a good idea, so that's what makes you fucking creepy. You just feel overpowered now with my great ideas, and you have to fucking repeat them. Something like that. I'm not sure what creepers are up to. They haven't really reached me. That's the creepiest thing ever. Creepers never fucking meet each other. Ugh. I wish they would. I wish our passions actually crossed out. So, I did try to date one. Okay? Nothing ever works in life, okay? First steps will never work. I'm 25 years old. I still haven't fucking gotten a fucking date. Or kissed someone. So it's like, I'm kind of giving up on that. I'll just invest into the internet and understand that culture. But people have to appreciate effort way more. People have to understand what is your age of investment on the internet. How much have you fucking experienced internet for? Because that's the important part, okay? How much you have been followed for. How much you've been popular for. And we have to kind of calculate what are those things are, basically. So we'll figure it out. But right now, what stands as the greatest value is because we hold a very old belief system, the question is, can you sustainably hold a YouTube channel and not just disappear into nothingness, basically? If you're happy, just don't change radically, okay? Because I see an old system in place. If you're happy, don't radically change. Because I can give you what changes you need to do in life. I can start telling you what you're supposed to change. And I don't need cult members, but I'll take whatever I can get right now. Because the internet is so scarce right now. It's unbelievable. The belief systems that are in place basically abuse people. Basically make a bunch of hostile people running around, trying to squeeze whatever benefits they can get, but they're not in control of themselves. So whatever the benefits they can get is like, I can tease them and just leave them without anything. Just leave them forever. That's the end of that. And I will definitely leave this narcissist, at least for a very, very long time now. I don't need this shit. I'm kind of just bummed out that I can't just disable the notification. I have to actually ignore it. But, that's the test of time. It's like, are you still gonna be using Discord? Are you still passionate? Or are you just, you knew you're gonna self-destruct in like 1 year and Discord is gonna be terrible trash to you personally? Because I don't think it's gonna fade out anytime soon. It's kind of becoming like another typical social media place. But I wouldn't call it that, because this place is a little bit more dangerous, I would say. It's a little bit more out of control. It's a little bit allowing you to do what you need to do. And that's just very respectable, in my opinion. Again, I just love this as a notebook. Not much else, but it is what it is. Okay, I love notebooks. Believe me, I love diving into the Matrix. I have to do something on my own first, because I just don't find people to invest into whatsoever up to this point. Maybe, again, I'm lacking experience, and I'm lacking this perceived maturity where people are actually more generous in terms of respect. They have outlived the darkness, and they're just more respectful. That's maturity. That's right there, maturity. Maturity is ability to actually be immature with the child and mature with an adult. Being able to shrink down or open up the level of experience. Being able to basically control level of experience. Your age, right? Alright, you can control your ego so you don't completely obliterate the conversation with things that the other person can't keep up with. So it's like, well, there's no point, so you're not going to have a conversation, even if you wanted one. You just have to be able to take what you can out of life, and that's, again, what maturity can give you. But if this is a skill, this is what the definition of maturity is. So, alright, besides anything else I might have wanted to talk about, we just stop right there. See you guys maybe on a next Are You Decent YouTuber episode. Wow.